We begin with Laura Kearney and Max Brinley, who are driving to the small town of Northkill in upstate New York in the middle of a full moon night to visit Hackett's Quarry, a summer camp built on the remains of an old mining quarry that was filled with water to create a lake where the two have been hired as counselors. Suddenly seeing an unknown creature in the middle of the road, they swerve off into the woods to avoid it, and their vehicle gets stuck in the mud. The local town sheriff approaches their car, and after questioning them, becomes suspicious of their situation. He pulls their vehicle back to the road using the towing winch on his police car before inexplicably ordering them to stay the night at the Harbinger Motel instead of going directly to Hackett's Quarry, but they ignore his instructions and drive to the camp anyway. When they arrive, they break into the locked storm shelter in the basement of the camp's lodge to investigate what Laura believes to be a trapped person she sees through a gap in the doors. Max is attacked by another creature just before the sheriff arrives at the camp, sedates Laura, and shoots the creature. 2 months later, 7 camp counselors, Abigail Abby Blige, Dylan Lenevy, Emma Montebank, Jacob Custos, Caitlin Kaw, Nicholas Nick Fersillo, and Ryan Erzaler are preparing to leave Hackett's Quarry themselves after the last of the children have left at the end of the final day of summer camp. They become stranded when their vehicle is sabotaged by Jacob, who wants to spend one more night with his summer fling, Emma. The camp's owner, Chris Hackett, tells them to stay locked inside the lodge for the night and leaves, letting them know that he'll return to help get their vehicle running in the morning. Instead of obeying his request, the group decides to throw a bonfire party under the light of the full moon and play a game of truth or dare. During the game, Emma is dared to kiss either Jacob or Nick, who is Abby's crush. Emma chooses Nick, prompting Abby and Jacob to storm off into the woods. Emma runs after Jacob, and Nick runs after Abby. Throughout the night, 2 hunters named Jedediah and Bobby stalk the counselors. Emma finds and upset Jacob by the camp lake, and she invites him to go for a scantily clad swim with her, to which he agrees. Nick reunites with Abby in the woods, but a creature attacks them and bites Nick, causing her to run back to the others for help. Jacob discovers a dead body weighted down at the bottom of the lake while swimming, hears Abby's screams in the distance, and runs into the woods to help her, while Emma swims to an island in the middle of the lake, where she's attacked by another creature and is bitten before narrowly escaping back to the mainland via a zipline. Abby finds Dylan, Caitlin, and Ryan at the bonfire, and after she explains that Nick's in danger, Ryan goes looking for him and finds him being dragged away by Bobby. Nick bites Bobby's finger, causing him to release Nick and shoot off his own bitten finger, while Nick and Ryan escape back to the bonfire to rejoin the others there. The group then takes Nick to recover at the lodge, with Caitlin and Abby staying there with him, while Dylan and Ryan head for the camp's radio hut to attempt to signal for outside help. They use the radio to send a message calling for help, but the only response they receive is the interception of radio communication between Jedediah and Bobby, who are discussing the counselors' current locations. After running out of the lodge to escape Bobby, Nick, Caitlin, and Abby rejoin Dylan and Ryan just before a creature attacks, biting Dylan's hand, which he asks Ryan to sever with a chainsaw in order to prevent the spread of infection. The group then witnesses a woman with an eye patch and a gun chasing a creature into the nearby pool, but by the time they catch up, they find only the dead body of Kaylee Hackett, Chris's daughter, floating in a cloud of blood within the pool. The group then takes refuge in the pool house, and Nick's condition begins to worsen, initially causing him to act feral and culminating in his transformation into a creature. Abby is forced to shoot him to save herself from his attack, and he smashes through a window, escaping into the woods. The eye-patched woman from earlier, revealed to be Laura, arrives at the pool house and informs the group of what happened to her and Max. She tells them that the sheriff is Travis Hackett, Chris's brother, and that he imprisoned her and Max for the past 2 months, during which time they learn the truth about the creatures, that they are werewolves, afflicted by a supernatural disease-like curse that spreads when bitten by a werewolf. It causes those cursed to transform every full moon, becoming feral, with enhanced strength, and no awareness, control, or memory of their actions during the transformation, suffering from extreme hydrophobia, and only being able to die from silver metal, rapidly healing from all other injuries. The only known cure for a cursed victim is the death of the werewolf that bit them, while it's transformed during a full moon, which instantly reverts the dead werewolf and its victims back to their human forms. Laura reveals that Chris is cursed, and he was the werewolf in the storm shelter when she and Max first arrived early, 1 day before summer camp began, and is therefore responsible for infecting Max. Laura is attempting to track down Chris to kill him with silver bullets in order to free Max of the curse, and killed Kaylee in werewolf form, believing that she was Chris, before returning to the island, where she left Max, imprisoned by the surrounding water, to verify his curse was broken. Caught off guard by finding Max still in werewolf form, Laura was bitten by him, and barely escaped back to her small boat before heading back to the pool house. Now with even more reason to kill Chris, to cure not only Max, but also herself before she fully transforms into a werewolf within the following hour or so, Laura asks the group where Chris lives. After she learns that he's most likely at his family's ancestral home deep in the woods behind the camp and quarry, Ryan insists on going with Laura, as he believes there may be another way to break the curse besides killing Chris, whom he admires. The two head through Hackett Woods toward the Hackett residence, where along the way, they discover that the curse has completely healed Laura's bitten arm and damaged eye, removing the need for her eye patch. At the residence, the family's matriarch, Constance, berates Travis for failing to protect the family after she learns Kaylee was killed by Laura, using Travis's gun and silver bullets, which Laura stole while escaping her imprisonment from the local jail. It's revealed that Jedediah is the family patriarch, with the brothers Bobby, Chris, and Travis being their 3 sons. Laura and Ryan learn more about the Hackett family's history within their home, and they eavesdrop on the conversation between Constance and Travis. The Hacketts catch them in the act. Ryan is stabbed and chased through the house by Bobby, while Laura is shot in the head, and after healing due to the curse, is pursued by Constance and Jedediah. Reuniting with Ryan after saving him from Bobby, Laura offers to bite Ryan, who's dying of blood loss from his stab wound, so that the curse will heal him before they remove it by dealing with Chris, and he accepts. While evading the remaining Hacketts, Laura and Ryan explore the attic, discovering Chris in werewolf form, chained to a large pillar. After breaking his own chains, Chris approaches the duo, but the attic floor collapses under their combined weight, causing them all to fall back down into the house with the other Hacketts. Bobby fights Chris, holding him back to prevent him from attacking Jedediah and Constance, while Laura transforms and attacks Travis. Realizing that there's no time left to try and find another possible way to save Chris, Ryan grabs the gun with silver bullets and shoots Chris, killing him, resulting in Laura reverting back to her human form. Afterward, Travis reveals to Laura and Ryan that the curse has not ended with Chris's death. He explains that it originated with Silas Voorhees, the son of fortune teller Eliza Voorhees, also known as the Hag of Hackett's Quarry, whose spirit haunts the area along with her phantom tarot cards, seeking revenge for her death while searching for Silas, attempting to influence others to assist her. 6 years earlier, the Hackett family went to the nearby woods to visit a traveling freak show called Harem Scarum. Chris's children, Caleb and Kaylee, attempted to free the feral albino dog boy Silas from his cage by starting a fire as a distraction, which ended up burning down the entire sideshow, killing several people, including the show's performers, Eliza, and the town sheriff, leading Travis to take over the position. Silas bit Caleb when they freed him, and Caleb later bit Chris and Kaylee, passing the curse on to them as well. Every full moon since, the Hacketts have hunted Silas in the woods, trying to kill him to break the curse, installing trail camera videos to track him, but have been unsuccessful at locating him. The Hacketts cover their faces with werewolf blood to mask their scents, post hunting season signs to try and protect people by keeping them away, kill any infected wildlife they find, and hide all evidence from attacks, including the dead bodies of victims, tethering them to the bottom of the lake. Ryan mentions that the werewolf at the radio hut was white, and Travis realizes based on that location and the other tracking information he's gathered that it was Silas in the road 2 months earlier when Laura and Max swerved into the woods, and that his lair must be near that spot. Laura, Ryan, and Travis drive to the location, and after exploring the nearby woods, discover the remains of the Harem Scarum sideshow, including Silas's broken cage, where he's returned to in order to rest. Laura shoots and kills Silas with a silver bullet, breaking the curse on everyone afflicted by it, including Caleb, who dies anyway, freezing to death after reverting to his human form inside of the lodge's kitchen freezer, where Caitlin trapped him earlier when he attacked her. The authorities reach the camp when morning arrives, and the counselors are initially charged with the crimes committed during the night. However, several pieces of evidence collected throughout the night by the counselors are anonymously sent to a member of the Bizarre Yet Bonafide podcast, which seeks to uncover the truth of stories with mysterious circumstances. After reviewing the evidence, they decide to bring it to the authorities, leading to the counselors being acquitted of all charges.